Mónica Spear Mootz was a Venezuelan beauty pageant titleholder and telenovela actress who won Miss Venezuela 2004. She also represented Venezuela at Miss Universe 2005, where she finished as fourth runner-up. Pageantry, Miss Venezuela 2004. During the Miss Venezuela 2004 pageant, Spear won the national crown and represented Venezuela at Miss Universe 2005. Miss Universe 2005, Spear made the top 15 after Ana Karina AA+- failed to make the top 15 in Miss Universe 2004, which was the first time in 22 years that Venezuela failed to place. Spear went on to place in the top 5 after the evening gown and swimsuit competitions. During the final question round, she stumbled while answering the question given by Miss Mexico, Laura Elizondo, and eventually finished as fourth runner-up. Personal life, Mónica Spear Mootz was born to Rafael Spear Chávez and Ingeborg Mootz Gotra. Her maternal family emigrated from Germany, and her paternal family has English ancestry. The Spear Mootz family moved to Orlando, Florida in 2000 after her mother, Ingeborg, retired from her job with an oil company in Venezuela. Her father, Rafael, is a project engineer at Siemens Westinghouse. Prior to being named the fifth most beautiful woman in the universe, Spear completed a bachelor's degree in theater from the University of Central Florida before returning to Venezuela to compete in the national pageant. Her participation in Miss Venezuela garnered notoriety when she was asked during the traditional breakfast with press the day after the pageant, because of her degree, which Venezuelan playwright she liked the most, to which she answered, Gabriel García Márquez, a Colombian writer. She crowned her Miss Venezuela successor, Jixad Viaduct on September 15, 2005. Spear married a British businessman, Thomas Henry Berry, in June 2008. She gave birth to a daughter later that year. The couple divorced in 2012, but remained friendly, and at the time of their death they were attempting to reconcile. She was a naturalized United States citizen, resident in Miami, Florida. She is a cousin of José Nikita Marques Spear, a Venezuelan model. Spear was fluent in Spanish, English and French. Professional life. After modeling, Spear became one of the most successful actresses in Venezuela for her main roles in soap operas. Her first role as a protagonist was in the RCTV soap opera Mi Prima Ciela, in which she played a high school student battling leukemia. The show was a success in Venezuela and other parts of South America, and it was televised in the U.S. by Telfutura. Spear held the starring role in Venezuela soap opera La Mujer Perfecta in 2010, and recently had a lead role in Flor Salvage, a Spanish-language telenovela produced by the Miami-based television network Telemundo and RTI Productions. She had lived in Miami since she began working for Telemundo. Venezuelan channel Venezuela broadcast La Mujer Perfecta in honor of Spear and a foundation aid for people with Asperger syndrome. Same television special will Mónica Spear, led by the former Miss Venezuela, cheerleader and actress Mariangel Ruiz. Death. On January 6, 2014, Spear was in her native Venezuela on vacation with her ex-husband and their 5-year-old daughter. On a highway in central Carabobo, when the three were inside their car waiting for assistance after the vehicle had broken down, Spear and her ex-husband were killed during an attempted robbery and their daughter shot and wounded in the leg. The police reported that the incident occurred around 9 or 10 p.m. It has been theorized that the thieves tried to rob them and the couple resisted. On the initial suggestion that her former husband was Irish, the Irish Department of Foreign Affairs was investigating the incident. However, local police said he was traveling on a British passport. The international media also highlighted the rising rate of crime in Venezuela. Investigation and aftermath. On January 8, 2014, 7 people were arrested by the Cuerpo de Investigaciones Científicas, Penales y Criminalísticas for their alleged involvement in the murder. At the time of the arrest, the Venezuelan authorities also confiscated several items believed to have been owned by Spear and Berry. Spear's daughter has been in the care of her grandparents since her parents' death. Nicola S. Maduro, The President of Venezuela, provided a private jet to fly Spear's parents from Florida to Venezuela so they could be with their granddaughter. Maduro claims that soap operas were responsible for the couple's murder. Telenovelas, awards. See also, List of Miss Venezuela title holders, List of Miss Venezuela special awards, List of models who died during their careers in the 21st century, references. External links, Mónica Spear on Twitter, Miss Venezuela official page, Mónica Spear at the Internet Movie Database.